Welcome back from that short break. In case you're just joining us, this is the News International edition, and we're coming to you live from our Vision Group headquarters here in Kampala, Uganda. Now, SpaceX capsule carrying 2 Saudi astronauts docked with the International Space Station on Monday as part of a private mission chartered by Axiom Space. Rayana Banawi, a scientist who became the first Saudi woman to go into space, and Ali Al-Khani, a trained fighter pilot, are the first 2 people from their country to fly to the orbital outspace. The 4th crew member is American businessman John Schoffer. About 2 hours after docking, the quartet entered the International Space Station, where they joined the 7 other astronauts, 3 Russians, 3 Americans, and an Emirati already on board. The SpaceX rocket blasted off from Florida on Sunday, and the trip to the International Space Station, which orbits around 250 miles above the Earth, lasted about 16 hours. This mission, named AX-2, is the second fully private mission to visit the space station, following a first in April 2022. The members of AX-2 will stay for about 10 days and carry out some 20 experiments. NASA is trying to seed a commercial space economy in the region of space known as low Earth orbit, allowing it to focus its own energies on missions deeper into the solar system and beyond. The Axiom mission 1 launched last April with the seats for 3 private astronauts accompanying an Axiom-employed astronaut, reported costing $55 million each. The cost of seats for AX-2 has not been disclosed.
It's a lot of fun to be here and to see this place again. It means so much to me, and I think it actually brings people together just by being here.
So greetings from outer space. I'm here not only representing myself, but representing the hopes and dreams of everyone back home, everyone in the region. We are here gathering with different cultures and this international collaboration. This shows how space brings everyone together. It brings.
Thank you. Thank you to our king and his crown prince for their support and trust in us. Thank you to the Saudi people, because this mission is not just for me and Rihanna. This mission is all Saudi people with ambition and dreams, and also you can dream big, because in our country, with the support we have, you will be able to reach it. Thank you.
It's an honor to be here and make new friends in space. First time I've done that, for sure. So I've been dreaming or working toward this since I was 8 in a Young Astronauts Club, you know, watching Gemini pilots do their thing. So we had cardboard boxes pretending to be Gemini pilots. So you'd think having that much time to prepare, I'd have some better words than this, but you know, it's Peggy Whitson. And to join Expedition 69 is a fabulous thing for me, for anyone to be able to do. I'm honored. I'd like to thank NASA for creating the opportunity and opening the doors for private and commercial space exploration.
Now, representatives of 175 nations with divergent ambitions met at UNESCO headquarters in Paris for the second of 5 sessions, with the aim of making progress towards reaching by next year a historic agreement covering the entire plastic life cycle. French President Emmanuel Macron on Monday warned that global plastics pollution was a time bomb as diplomats began 5 days of talks in Paris to make progress on a treaty to end plastic waste. As the talks opened, the head of the negotiations, Gustavo Meza Quadra, said the challenge was immense, as we are all aware here, but it is unsurmountable, adding that the world is watching. Macron urged participating nations to put an end to today's globalized and sustainable production model, which richer countries export plastic waste to poorer ones. He added that the first priorities of the negotiations would be to reduce production of plastics and to ban as soon as possible the most polluting products like single-use plastics. The stakes are high, given that annual plastics production has more than doubled in 20 years to 460 million tons and is on track to triple within 4 decades. Two-thirds of this output is discarded after being used once or a few times and winds up as waste. More than a fifth is dumped or burned illegally and less than 10% recycled. The head of the UN Environment Program, Inga Anderson, told the delegates that a throwaway plastic culture was gushing pollution galore, choking our ecosystems, warming the climate, damaging our health, and the most vulnerable were the hardest hit. In February 2022, nations agreed in principle on the need for a legally binding UN treaty to end plastic pollution around the world, setting an ambitious 2024 deadline. The Paris meeting, which runs to June 2nd, is the second of 5 sessions in the process. Environmental groups are encouraged that global plastics pollution is finally being tackled, but are concerned that the treaty may not include targets to reduce overall plastic production. The talks will also see the same tensions between rich and developing countries that bedevil UN talks on climate and biodiversity, especially around development aid, technology sharing, and access to financing. And finally, gunshots rang out in Libya's capital early morning following hours of fighting between two armed groups, both aligned with the divided country's UN-backed government. Local medics and the media reported. Several residents in Tripoli were lightly wounded in the clashes, which began Sunday night and spread across several neighborhoods. Fighters from rival militias, the Al-Rada Force and the 444 Brigade, both of which are loyal to interim Prime Minister Abdallah Debay's Tripolis-based government, clashed after a member of the 444 Brigade was arrested. Libyan television and online media showed videos of the fighting posted online by social media users. On Sunday, armed vehicles and fighters were seen deploying in Jabra Street, a busy commercial area in the capital's east, and the central Ras Hassan residential district. After a lull in the fighting, heavy and light weapons fire was heard along with ambulance sirens in the eastern suburbs of Anzara and Vujan until 3 a.m. in the morning on Monday, the reporter said. And that's all the international news we had for you this afternoon. Stay tuned tomorrow at 4 p.m. for more developing news on the stories. From me and the team behind the scenes, thank you for watching and do have yourselves a fantastic afternoon.